In my last video, I was talking about the blood test for Alzheimer's disease and why it's important. And it's important because early diagnosis is important. And I kind of glossed over why early diagnosis is important, mostly because even 3 minutes isn't really enough, to be honest. But I'm going to give you the highlights. The reason you want an early diagnosis is so that you can put your legal paperwork in order. You can have conversations with your family about how you want to be cared for when that time comes. You can talk to friends and family and say, hey, unfortunately we got this really devastating diagnosis, and my loved ones, my family, we're all going to need some help and support. And you can talk to them about how they might help, what they feel comfortable doing to help, and kind of get the ball rolling on putting a support team in place, because you and your loved one are going to need it. You can start early interventions with drug treatments. There's two of them. Lecanemab cleans the proteins out of your brain, and donanemab, not so easy to say, does the plaques and the tangles. And while they're not perfect, they're the beginnings of what I hope is going to be an accelerated process of getting more treatments. But lifestyle changes are maybe even more important. You could start on the lifestyle interventions or changes, proper sleep, mitigating your stress, basically more vegetarian, plant-based diet, socializing, stop drinking, stop smoking, all those things that people don't want to hear. I talk a lot about lifestyle changes because I do them on a daily basis. Because my mom had Alzheimer's for 20 years, my maternal grandmother had vascular dementia, and my maternal great-grandmother had dementia, so yay me. So yes, lifestyle changes are very, very important, and I've talked to people living with the disease who have implemented lifestyle changes, and it really, really does slow down the progression. So right there, you do the blood test because you're concerned, you get a devastating diagnosis, you implement the lifestyle changes, and maybe you stabilize the memory loss and the memory issues for many years, and they come out with a much better treatment. You never know. So don't ignore the blood test and early diagnosis because they are very, very important. So good Googling.